Hello. How's everyone doing? I have no idea why, but the game is not showing. Man, OBS is really just wants to fuck with me today. I literally didn't do anything. It just decided to actually show the game. Okay then. Fair enough. Hello. How's everyone doing? There we go. Yeah. Hello, Infinite Midnight. Hello. Luz, hello as well. Well, hello. Welcome to the stream as well. How are you guys doing? Okay. We really don't have much time to waste today. Everything is fine here. Good. That's good. By the way, Infinite Midnight, thank you so much for the you know, thank you so much for the redeem codes. I didn't have any of them. This one is from Castoriki. I should have been at peace in this sea of Antilla flowers, but my mind still drifts at times to the past. So I chose to write on petals drifting in the air and hope the west wind can bring them to you. I wanted to thank you for crossing paths with me. I'll tell you in person when we meet again, and I look forward to that wonderful moment. A small wish, that's the one. And this one is from the creation nymph. Aglaia extends golden threads to distant futures. The weavers can help, but the more you believe in a prophecy, the likelier it comes true. Likelier, what up? The likelier it comes true. Don't fret over her tasks. Enjoy the present, learn, befriend, and enjoy a meal. We'll return in the month of freedom. Garment Maker's memo. Zagger's followers has been spreading misinformation on the World Wide Web. Remain vigilant to their schemes. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I literally got one more pull from all the redeem codes. That's so good. Now the real question is, who should I spend my tickets for? I wouldn't mind having few. I mean, at the end of the day, I could... Okay, I need to collect 10 though. I really need to collect 10. Okay. So we have Anaxa story. Might as well just move on with Anaxa. The afternoon's dialogue with the divine. You could just save them. No. I don't want to. Except if I get the Lycon of Ratio.
Be grateful for all this clamor. That is the sound of thoughts clashing.
Oh, nice. I could get Anaxa too, but I really do not feel like it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. Bro has too much hope. I do have hope, yes.
Fine. So they are leaving the final debate to him.
You could be best for you if you're gonna pull for any of those 3 rerunning. True. Why am I walking?
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you.
Can we kill her? Can we be done with her as well?
Let them hear the voices of the people.
Venom, you've got this, okay? You're not as good as Mighty, but I believe in you, okay?
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akama has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaia making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium.
You almost are.
So, do you have an answer to that question?
He's so beautiful. Shut up. I don't wanna hear. I'd kiss it. Look, can we skip on praising Anaxa for a day? Just a day. That's all I'm asking. You can praise him all you want next stream. How about that? He may be pretty, but I wanna slap that pretty face off his. Yeah. Same.
No, I don't.
Mediocre.
I thought so.
Hypocrite.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, and don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it.
Pay me and I'll do it. How about you pay me for going through with this?
Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
You see? You see?
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
Nah, yeah, whatever. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I guess we don't have any small cheats yet. Lord Anaxa, you're finally here. You don't have a voice, man. Why don't you have a voice? What the fuck? We're still in the story, remember? The last speaker of the assembly will be taking the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Lady Canis has reserved a special seat for you. Shall I show you to it? Sure. This way, please.
I actually don't necessarily mind things remaining the way they are.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you.
I'm about to crash out, I know. I see perfection. But okay, fine. For today, I'll keep my thoughts to myself. Thank you.
Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Penniless. Ah, yes, he's that vagabond.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
Can this dude really face down kindness?
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't
I believe.
necessarily mind things remaining the way.
By Kefali above. Dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't.
Not gonna lie, he's doing very well. I'm already touched.
Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the black tide. My beloved home is no more. I will
Actual
never
scene here.
forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus,
Hieronymus.
fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was
Avdata.
ripped apart by monsters.
Jesus.
Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the
Galva.
end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son.
Piso, yeah? Oh,
as they
hello,
both breathed their
my
last.
lady.
Pythias, the teacher,
Pythias?
risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her.
Jesus fucking damn. I don't know why, but I really want to take a picture of this. Sorry. Magnificence. At its finest.
And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters.
VA kills it again, I know.
They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Finan? Aren't we the best of friends?
God damn. I didn't pay attention to he was on with it. Once drew a bow instead. Both breathed aloud. Gee, damn. Even Aglaia is nostalgic about this. Also, I keep forgetting that she has a hidden earring.
That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees anytime. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity gone, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming.
Oh yeah. Thanks my brother. Getting a shout out from my bro over here.
By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the Strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaia has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
Council of Elders claims that Aglaia will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akama away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
Okay, I didn't expect it that he was building up to that. Let's go. Nice, Venom. Nice. God damn.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaia has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akama. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity? They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akama. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power?
Nah, damn.
Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaia, Trivios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. The crisis heirs have only our best interests in mind. I still don't understand it. I will never believe our heroes are always have to end. So,
God damn. True democracy right here. In an uproar, representative leaders from different cities in Ohima throw pieces of pottery into the dolium. What?
At the present time, on the scales of Talenton, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand its suspension. Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
Damn.
As expected. This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Why is he the one who's gonna have to choose?
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will break this impasse.
Well, to be honest, Kastoriki hasn't voted. I don't know. She's not here. Midai hasn't voted, but he will not be here regardless. I'm not sure if Trailblazer has the rights to vote in Okima. Dan Heng as well, I suppose, if Trailblazer also joins and he's allowed to vote. Who else? Cyphera, but Cyphera, oftentimes you cannot really catch her, you know, still. We have plenty of people who haven't voted yet.
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
Let me guess. He's actually not gonna stop the flame chase journey. I would actually be surprised if he actually... I would actually be surprised if he does continue the flame chase journey, but this is what I vote because I get the feeling that this is the shocking end, you know? Your worst nightmare is right here, you think? I get the feeling that it's kind of obvious that he will actually go for the... Not obvious. It would be shocking to not do what he's expected to do, which is to, you know, stop the flame chase journey. He will vote to continue. If he votes to continue, I will be shocked. If he votes that for the flame chase journey to stop, I will actually not be shocked. Okay.
Vote for kindness.
Who will he die this cast?
I trust you haven't forgotten the world we've envisioned together.
Yeah, whatever you say, you grandma. Venom. Really? I cannot actually hear you. Just... She really doesn't have much to say. Ligus? Ligus doesn't have much to say either. It really is between the Chrysosers and these bastards. Okay, this is gonna be fun. There's a cool cutscene coming up. Okay.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here.
They have been ganging up on my wife this entire fucking patch. And I have been fighting monsters in the world of the living and the dead this entire time. She's endless yapping.
Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Smart.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
Damn. Okay.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
It's kind of
Cut
bullshit.
the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
The guy really doesn't like waiting, huh? It really is kind of bizarre that the entire, you know, the entire city has to make a choice based upon the last vote, which is Anaxagoras. Which most of the time this isn't how it works, because it's not actually the fair way to do democracy. right? It's not meant to know. Nobody is meant to know whose, you know, choice is gonna be the last, right? Everyone votes and then they count. They cannot really count and then have someone vote again. Like, after they have counted. Whatever.
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
True that. People really hate Anaxa now.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Obnoxious, yeah. Just break the vase. Don't vote at all.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
Mm-hmm.
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision.
Oh, Castoriki. Yeah.
We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
So, it's kind of bizarre. He's at both places at once. His soul is in the underworld because technically he died, but his body is still alive because Kirkis is keeping him alive. He can be both at the underworld and the, you know, and the real world at the same time.
You are...
He's at death's door, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well done, child.
Empedocles!
Just as I foresaw. You have achieved
If you remember,
great things.
Empedocles was his teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
What the fuck? What kind of a metaphor is that? Kicking his mother in the belly after taking all her milk. Oh my luck. Okay, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Did you win yet? Well, in case of laughter, yes. An Empedocles metaphor.
I respect you immensely, sir. But
you cherish the truth even more.
Goodbye. Hello. Bye, T-Seppo. Thank you so much for dropping by.
So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say,
follow your heart.
Go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
Ah, okay. That's good too.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
He actually He actually gave him a blessing upon a god, even though the god is actually possessing him.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Oh, he's gonna laugh like a madman here, I think. Is this the cutscene?
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
What the... Wow. Yeah, right here.
Thank you, Castorus.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else!
What? Wow.
I have deciphered the truth of this world.
God damn. Eureka moment for him.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully enter Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Even Arlaia was like, oh, what is wrong with him?
No! Lygus, you can't!
He can.
Onyxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind?
Fuck yourself, Canis.
I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey.
Oh yeah.
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty.
At the very least, he acknowledges that he's paranoid. That laugh isn't from someone same. Liar. Well, true. He is a liar. Honestly, sure. Well, for the theater of the mediocre, remember? Don't let him have that. Don't let him have it. He is a great performer for a reason. Even now.
If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints, they are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides.
Deceiver. Yep, he is.
Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Okay, the guy is fucking insane.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly. I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Remember my little meme, I am truth? Yeah, that's why I made that. Oh, I see.
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly. What is this performer up to now?
Horatio pursues the truth, Anaxa. I and I alone am the truth. Yep. More or less.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey,
What a freaking nut
it
job.
pleases me to see the choice you have made.
Remember the video I sent you that all the nut jobs actually do this pose, you know, with their hands, you know, in the air as if like, you know, where's my hug pose? Yeah. Yeah, exactly that.
But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution.
Aglaya is not impressed. She hasn't uttered a single word. We saw that one, yeah.
Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! That's impossible! What is he getting at? Of course not.
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Objection. Fallacious. One cannot promise either way that the Era Nova or Era Chrysea will 100% solve all problems. Yeah, let me at him, I swear. Oh, I so wanted to. Infinite Midnight, but technically speaking, canonically, you are helping him. To your, you know, to your ignorance, I suppose, because you don't really know what kind of a nut job he is, I suppose, as Castoriki, but technically speaking, yeah.
Hey, mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Well, yes, and I had to, not out of ignorance, but out of necessity, based on what options were available. True that, actually. That's a better way to describe it, yeah. Doing nothing is not an option. True.
What are you doing?
The guy is just insane.
Let him continue with his performance.
Like, I'm not sure about this. Too bad I'm not here to provide any... Actually, even if I was here, I wouldn't actually speak. I would just be standing silent beside Aglaya too.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway.
Everyone is so pissed at him.
But you didn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings.
Whoa.
That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture.
Bro, whatever you do, you will never surpass Himeko on her final lesson. Just so you know. The guy really wants to become the most infamous individual in the entire city. But I can promise you this new and yet yes. Wow.
Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras
What a
of
clown.
the Grove of Epiphany,
Yeah.
hereby declare.
I had a perfect picture. I unfortunately cannot show it because I cannot find it. I have it saved on my phone upon hundreds of hundreds. It was a clown. It was a clown. It was a it was a picture of a penguin from some cartoon, I think, and it was like, here's your shoes, and it was just clown shoes. I am the truth, I am the only hope you truly have. Yeah, truly a clown.
Everything that the flame chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesized demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
Whose eyes are you opening right now? People already know that shit.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow.
Oh, that's something they didn't know. Ah, yeah, that's right. Anaxa knew that. Everyone else did not knew. Everyone is so fucking shocked. Damn.
All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
God damn, the guy really had the balls to say that in front of everyone.
This is pure blasphemy!
Execute him! Now!
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you even in our next lives?
By the way, this will age like like milk left out in the warm summer sun. I can already imagine her, you know, worshipping, you know, the great titan Anaxa.
Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me.
Damn.
But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves.
Wow, the guy is such a blasphemer. He's actually revealing that.
You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with the god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
Execute him!
Isn't that pure blasphemy?
Execute him, exactly.
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins.
Yeah. Actually, I am surprised that nobody has actually picked up their bows and spears yet. This is such a blasphemy people would actually kill in real life if there was a guy like him speaking at any podium. He isn't even ashamed, lol. Yeah.
And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
Whoa! Okay. Two birds with one stone. He has so much faith in himself that he really does not think that once he becomes a Titan, he'll be able to fix everything. Yeah. Yeah. Goddamn. He would by now in a more realistic setting, he would have already been wrestled out from the, you know, from the podium, from the council over there, whatever, and taken back, you know, in the backside of the area or something, and be stabbed to death. To be fair, he does have faith in Fanon too. Yeah, sure.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Quickly, execute her! Everyone is now pissed at Canis too. Wow. 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 Get fucked, Canis. Still, Aglaé is not impressed at all.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions.
That's not enough. If I am being charitable, he does think Kefalif will be the one to reforge things. True that, true that. Also, by the way, Infinite Midnight, how much time do you have? Who would have believed that, Canis? Yeah. Who would have indeed. I wanted to do this after this cutscene, but this cutscene really has lasted for almost half an hour plus now. I have 15 minutes basically. Okay. I had something to show everyone, okay? I wanted to finish this, cutscene, but I have no idea how long it will take. I am making something for next week, just for the sake of, basically celebrating, the anniversary of the game. And I will give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of a sample. I still have to record more next week. I didn't have much time with my teacher, my vocal teacher, to record. But yeah. We did some good work here, I believe. Well, he has put reverb, but maybe I should ask him to not put the reverb. But you know what? You can enjoy as is. I so badly wanted to, finish it today, but unfortunately there wasn't enough time. We're gonna have to wait until next week. Now, hear this out.
Cry out, for victory will come. Stay back. I alone am enough.
And a little bit from the end too, why not? Come on. Load. Do not ruin the pace now. There we go, from here.
Covered in flaws. Burn it all! Forever doomed! Fury upon you! Conquer all lands!
That was like, I nailed that one. Even my teacher was like, God damn, you did it so well. Let's play it one more time. I like this line so much, and I nailed it. I never anticipated that I would actually nail it. Midday with actual Greek accent. Yep. From an actual Laconian Spartan right here. This is how I'm probably gonna name the video too.
Conquer all lands. So feeble.
God damn. Oh man, I have done such a good work. I have improved genuinely very, very much in my skills, in my voice acting skills ever since my last attempt. Even my teacher was actually so taken aback from this. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Anyway, back to the program, I suppose. I hope you did enjoy it. Really put everything I had in it. I wish it. Well, let me speak a little bit about it since I showed it. I wish I had a little bit of a deeper tone, and I told my vocal teacher, okay, look, should I try a deeper tone? And I tried, and he told me that you don't have enough strength in the voice when you try to go, an octane down. Like, whenever you try to do a deeper voice, it doesn't have enough strength. So, keep it as is. This is your, this is the color of your voice after all. And, just make sure that, you have enough emphasis in everything you say, and you have enough, well, basically growl. That was it. And we actually did some decent job here. Anyway.
Lord Lygus, As the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
This is the tone of your midday. Yes, exactly. It is the tone of my midday, basically. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a deeper voice. This is how my voice is. I cannot have a natural voice, a natural sound in my voice if I try to be deeper, basically.
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
It is still amazing. Thank you, Luz. Thank you.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali.
Wow. Legos actually chooses Aglaya for this? Aglaya has the look of... Shit, here we go again.
Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
My poor wife. Leave my poor wife alone, you fucks! Let her enjoy her baths, goddammit!
The honor is mine to bear.
Ever the elegant woman.
How is this permitted? Somebody do something. This is how we're supposed to go.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please.
We get to have a speech from Aglaya now. Let's go. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Ligus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god.
God damn. Ligos is also part... Wait a minute. Ligos is actually also part of the accused? Damn.
In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Yes! That's what we deserve!
Nice, nice.
Curse you.
Fuck you.
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Let him die. Okay, so we're going for an execution. Yeah, let's go. All three of them. All three of them. No mercy.
Professor.
God damn, what, the guy's insane. Poor Aglaya. What shit are you going through again?
Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
Yes.
Let him die.
Yes. Strife. That's exactly what I wanted. Yes. Through my blood. I am Strife.
Let him die. 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 What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver.
Does she even have to make a decision? You heard the people. Let him die.
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Bro, fuck you so very much.
Let him die! Let him die!
Oh, the stress my poor Aglaya is going through right now. Now she needs a hug. Ugh, that fucker Anaxa really had to make things difficult somehow.
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantan on high, may you bring death upon him.
Yes! Yes! He's dying! I mean, he will die! That's what I wanted. It has been my dream for the last, like, 5 streams now. Back to Trailblazer. Let's go! Finally, something more interesting. A sea of flowers? I'd hug Aglaya, but she's too tall for me. Don't worry, she's exactly my height. I mean, I assume she's exactly my height with heels. She's actually shorter than me without them. What is this place? Ah, there she is. Imaginary.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Castoriki.
I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos.
She's a demigod now. She passed the trial of the core plane. How tall are you? 180. 180. 180, it's like 5'11".
Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
This is your realm now? Nice place. Nice place you got here. Mom, I made it. My character arc is finally done. 30 centimeters taller than me. Sad. Sad for you or sad for me? What are you talking about? It's a beautiful place. I'm still the shortest here. Of course you're the shortest. 150 is too short, you know. Even for the average of a girl is too short. The average girl is about 160. More or less. You are 150. God damn. Just saying, you know. No offense. It's a beautiful place.
Every departed soul who has arrived here has expressed the same. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves.
Herself, whatever.
These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal. But in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls.
Just a friendly reminder, he said. Yeah.
And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living.
Okay.
In exchange, please take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
Why does Kastoriki... Yeah, what does she... Okay, two questions. Why does she speak as if she's not going back? First and foremost. And also as if she's enlightened. And she knows stuff now because she's a demigod. What should I choose? You have my word. You are not going back? But at what cost? Just keep watching. You're not going back?
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny.
Oh, no. Not like Midai, no.
That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the netherworld's grasp.
Ironically enough, this is actually so accurate with the actual underworld of Greek mythology. It was believed that if you eat a fruit from the underworld, you will not be able to return, even as a living. If you were to go as a living person to the underworld and eat a fruit from there, you will not be able to return. And kind of like vice versa. You couldn't really fight yourself out from the underworld even if you wanted to. Specifically because despite the fact that you would be pursued by every other, guardian of the underworld, you would have to face Cerberus at the gates. And nobody ever managed. Persephone's story flashbacks. Yes, more or less. More or less.
Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey. And for your life. The only life I can save.
Wow. I'll do my best.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
Mark 7? Keep moving forward and don't look back. Keep going the express right here with you.
I believe in you.
Oh, they don't have voices. This is such a powerful moment, and again, they don't have voices! My curse is to you, SAG-AFTRA. God fucking damn it! One more part with such a powerful moment, and again, no voices. Jesus. Is this the land of the death temptation? Listen, just keep moving. Oh.
Please, I beg you, look back for me.
One day our paths will cross again.
Don't go.
Is this the land of the death temptation? Leave the netherrealm.
I beg you, look back for me.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us toward tomorrow!
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
My God. But of course. I think.
Show me your courage.
Oh yeah. I think this is exactly what Midai is thinking every time he has to find his way back from the, from death.
Partner, we shall become heroes together.
This is so perfect. Almost there. Oh, goddamn. Homeward journey. Never look back upon the path whence you came. This has been such an amazing journey, and we have still so much to go through, I hope. Finally. Thank you, Kastoriki. Since I've already made it to the end, maybe I can have one last glance at that sea of flowers. Yeah. This is so Greek mythology because you know what's gotta go. Bye, Infinite Midnight. Thank you so much for being here. The music here is awesome. So this is from a Greek myth, from the myth of Orpheus and his, you know, and his wife, you know, Eurydice. When Eurydice died, Orpheus actually wanted to go back to the underworld and get her soul. And Orpheus had an amazing voice. So he sang his sorrows to Hades, and Hades actually fell for him. And he told him that you can have her back, but you should not look at her before you reach the end. Before you get out of the underworld. The sad part about this story is that amazing sing, by the way. I know, I remember that myth. Yeah. So the sad part about this story is that that Orpheus reached the surface, and he was out, but he was too rushed to look back, and Eurydice had not come out yet. And she returned, you know, and when he looked, she was instantly dragged back to the underworld. He tried yet again to go and ask for her soul, but this time was blocked off by Hermes, which was, you know, he himself was actually ordered by Zeus to not be allowed to, you know, have her back. I've already made it to the end. Maybe I can have one last glance at the Sea of Flowers. Truth be told, if you had the option to, you know, look back, this would be actually, you know, ancient Greek drama. But yeah, don't turn around. Keep looking forward. Whoa, what the? Acheron? She doesn't have a voice. Fucking fuck. Fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. I wasn't expecting Acheron to make an appearance in this chapter. As a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. God damn. God damn, this is so powerful. So Acheron being the first anniversary unit, Kastoriki being the second anniversary unit, they just had to put them together now, huh? It will guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite with the warmth of the sunlight. Wow. Oh, the memories. What's this? What in the world are these shadows and voices?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home.
Who's talking?
So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend!
Ma'am?
Take my hand! Let's go home.
You don't have a hand, you have a paw, whatever. Goodbye, Netherrealm. Goodbye, Netherrealm. Hello again, Mortal Realm. Let the trailblazing continue. Kastoriki, no. Now we're all alone. Well, we have Mem, but, you know, Midai was here, now he's not. Kastoriki was here, now she's not. Literally the best characters in the game, and they're not here. Us, that is. I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it.
Yes, we lost the girlfriend. Again, I don't consider her a girlfriend. Girlfriend material, yes, but girlfriend to Kalos, no.
Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together.
The Stellarone.
Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. Such a strange surge of familiarity. So hard to describe.
Familiarity, you say? If it is if she feels familiarity with the Stellarone, that means that Amphorios is cursed by a Stellarone too?
Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago.
She said fates, it writes destinies, and it also has a subtext for paths. Okay.
It seems that this is a riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon.
Well, we will eventually solve it.
The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world.
Yeah, something similar is what Midai said when he became a demigod.
Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod, and destiny draws to a close...
I miss my beloved Midai. Yeah, I know. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips. After an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land.
Wow.
The other shore is very cold.
Bollocks. Storiki?
May I borrow your warmth? One last time. Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine.
Wow.
The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest.
Storiki, no.
This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived.
Wow.
Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
The proof that you once lived. Presently in Ohima.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
Oh yeah, we have to... So she's dead now? Not dead. She's basically now the goddess of the demi-goddess of the dead. So she has to stay at the land of sorrows, which is basically the plane we saw the flowers probably. And guide the souls of the dead. So technically speaking, yes, she's dead. Fucking damn it. That's why she said that, you know, this embrace may be brief, but it is the proof that I once lived. The game will be so empty without Castoriki around. It already feels too empty with Midai gone. I hate it. I hate it when good characters, amazing characters, as a matter of fact, are no longer around. Because it feels like you no longer have you never have characters which you really look forward into spending more time with. I mean, I have Aglaya, but now Aglaya doesn't have much people to interact to. Not Anaxa. Anaxa doesn't count. Anaxa is an ass. I lost my husband and my best girl. Nice. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. The proof that she once lived. So this is this was her wish, to actually get one warm hug, and she got it from the Trailblazer. I mean, they were still in the nether realm, so yeah, such a heartwarming story. It is kinda heartbreaking, more like, but now I'm going to lose my other beloved. Nice. Yeah, pretty much. I'm crying. Yep.
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's as if you...
She did it on purpose.
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
No, not like that, Aglaya.
Those are your words, not mine.
Yeah.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thainan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
No. God damn it.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years.
She has been 1,000 years old,
Only
damn.
he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
God damn. She's burned to us over the past 1,000 years. No. She's been 1,000 years old, by the way. God damn. My tenacity for going for older women never ceased to amaze me. Yeah, we still have a lot to lose. More or less, yeah.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Resonate with romance? What the fuck do you mean by that?
Please do.
What the fuck? Aglaya, what the... That sounds weird.
That's... impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're... insane.
Whoa, what do you mean? For Anaxa to say that Aglaya is insane. Damn. This is for the shippers. Man, fuck the shipper. What kind of a ship you... Fucking what? God damn.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals. I have my own reasons for doing this.
Her soul has been thinned. Her soul thinned to such an extent. Insane.
Until Finan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the flame chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
No, my wife, no. Fuck, man, I can't take this shit. Do you get the scene where he admits all flustered that he admires Aglaia? No, I cannot remember that. I think it was the one where he said, oh, not flustered. I wouldn't say flustered. He said it in a sense of he wanted like to hold it back a little bit. Like he respects her. That's why he says he admires her, but not actually, you know, anything beyond that.
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before.
Only now you regret it, you moron? Huh?
But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Finan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you.
Fuck you.
Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission.
Bro, fuck you so much.
Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Era Nova.
Cursed by Nestia? How?
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
Bravo, people. Bravo. He can't stop with the BS even if both are almost dead. Yeah, more or less. He cannot.
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Yeah, a true asshole. The most truest of assholes.
Glaya, we're back.
Oh hey, we are here too.
Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
Somehow.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
On more and sail away from the underworld. Core Flame of Death. The fallen soul of Thanatos, the Death Titan. The Core Flame urgently waits to return to its place. The Demigod of Death has already overcome the trial. The Demigod of Death has already overcome the trial and assumed the authority of the Titan. Okay, so she doesn't necessarily have to possess the Core Flame. She only has the fact that it's only 3 stars. It's kind of bizarre. Fallen soul of Thanatos, the Death Titan. Fallen soul of Thanatos. So she died. I mean, died with her Core Flame now on our hands. The Core Flame urgently awaits to return to its place. The Demigod of Death, Kastoriki, has already overcome the trial and assumed the authority of the Titan. So now we can no longer play as Kastoriki. Only 3 remain, huh? God damn. I mean, if you think the Hand of Shadow is already will be enlightened now. The other 3 remain.
I'm gladdened by your triumphant
No, fuck! I didn't wanna... Anyway.
But I don't see Castris among your number.
I know. I know. Oh, she's dead, I see. Yeah, well, one more to the list. I will only have my Fanon left. Yep, pretty much. Yeah.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
Yeah. She was so perfect they couldn't keep her around for long. She finally understood her role, just completed her trial. I believe she will always be at our side.
I agree.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself.
I didn't expect this patch to be her end. Like, I really didn't.
Trinin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding cool flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth.
1,000.
I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
By her own hand. Let the ceremony begin.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare.
Now we know in every patch the characters of the banner die. If Traian counts. Basically it counts. Because we lost in her banner, you know. Yeah. Alright, Midday is still alive. Doomed but still alive. Well, doesn't count because he's not part of the journey anymore. He has fulfilled his duty. Kastoriki as well is not basically dead. She also took the mantle of her own duty, right? She is in the underworld per se. She has died, quote unquote, but not died by actual means. She took the role of death, so that means that she is death now. Ultimately meaning that, you know, she's still there, but at the same time she cannot be here. Get me? So the same goes with Midai. He has assumed his role, he's there, but he cannot be here. For all we know, we might stumble upon Kastoriki for the same way we stumbled upon Midai. Somehow, some way. We never know. You can never know. Perhaps surprises might be on the way, eventually.
The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks.
Well, let's see how much until we lose Mother, Alaya. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to think about it.
And there was one who joined hands with the Titan. A traveler risen from the dead and reborn among mortal kind. He is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in his good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Goodbye, Kastoriki. Surrender the core flame. She was supposed to be here. Oops. Yeah, okay. Another core flame returned. Nice.
A constellation for death.
Yep. Train on my child, I don't want to lose her. Well, we did. We will
For
eventually.
life and death, to be more precise.
For life and death, huh? Okay.
Look! It's
her! She's here. She really is with us. Is that Kastoriki?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
But she has passed the trial. Wait a minute, what? The trial was to give life to Trailblazer? No, she doesn't. She doesn't even speak normally. What did she say?
What did she say?
Yeah, exactly. What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans.
And?
Castorus... No. The Titan.
Whoa, why is it golden compared to everything else?
They said...
What?
I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Wow.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal.
Wow. Thank you, Kastoriki.
Do not forget.
We won't. We won't. So as far as I know, the trial of Kalus, but if he finished the trial of time, that means, I don't know. He finished the trial, but because he was already, you know, he had finished the trial, but he was not, he didn't have a future, remember? Well, he now has a future, so he has finished the trial per se.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
And Naxa looks so tiny. He is. He's actually on the... I think he has the teenage height. Not the manly tall height.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Or maybe Fenon who is too tall. No, because Fenon has the same height as Midai. That is the manly height. It's actually an Axel who's short.
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind. It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Well, another one to the tiny squad. Yeah, more or less.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Yeah, more or less, because sporos means seed in Greek. Neosporism is actually Greek word, so yeah.
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future.
We have a warm chocolate and almost all of quantum element. Yeah.
Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Damn. Wait a minute. I want to read this again to make sure that I understood it. I see. The world has to live on, huh?
Alexa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next life.
Farewell, great performer.
Farewell.
May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Salute him in the same way. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Transcend peaks of purity.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Even now, now this is basically how he will die.
You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
And even now, the fucker is actually so smug about this. I'm losing both my Kirkis and Anax are nice. Yep.
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it.
Suck it.
What is it? maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
Good question.
How should I know?
That is also a good question.
Oh my.
Ara, yeah.
But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Children of humanity who come after us, okay. Damn. Bruh.
Rejoice, Circes.
What's up with this music?
Sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
Whoa.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Bye-bye, Anaxa. Wow, this guy's insane.
Thankfully, she's still alive.
You can't be serious. We actually get one scene with the Astral Express. Thank God Black Swan actually didn't dip. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Anaxa is also gone. God fucking damn, he became Stardust. The underworld couldn't really keep him. Man, oh god damn. This is such a train wreck of a... Like, this chapter as a whole is a train wreck. One chapter after the other. God fucking damn. Nice, today I lost 3. Yeah. We lose many people fast. We lose people each update. I get the feeling that in the next update we will probably lose Yakini, and highly likely we might also lose Cypher. If not Cypher, if perhaps because Cypher hasn't gotten many scenes, perhaps we will lose Yakini and Cypher will be lost in the chapter after that. She will only have a couple of more scenes or something. Himeko will not have a voice, but at the very least Black Swan has a voice. That's okay. That's okay. Thank God.
Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
She seems peaceful, at least, even though she's sleeping in this 6-phased ice. We probably have one patch more with Aglaya, and we will lose Mother. No, I don't think so. I get the feeling that Aglaya will be here until almost the end. I get the feeling that Aglaya might only be lost after... She will probably be lost at 3.5, if not 3.6. And then everyone will be back in 3.7. Maybe. I think. I'm not sure. I get the feeling that Aglaya still has quite a few, things to give. I mean, she's still technically the leader, so yeah. Her condition was very similar. It's just that at the time, the Express did not have a memo keeper who could diagnose her condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well.
It's nice to hear Black Swan again. When March awakened from the ice, her memories were completely wiped clean. I want to prepare for the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. So sad that Himeko doesn't have the voice to actually say these sweet lines. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Of course. Of course. Hijacked?
Think about it. Miss Himiko, what will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I think it's called Alzheimer. Then again, it could also be called dementia. Actually, let me think. Okay. Is the loss of cognitive functioning, thinking, remembering, and reasoning to such an extent that it interferes with a person's daily life and activities. That is dementia. Now, Alzheimer... Alzheimer... come on, please. Is a neurodegenerative disease that usually starts slowly and progressively worsens. It is the cause of 60% to 70% of cases of dementia. Okay, so basically Alzheimer and dementia is more or less the same, kinda. If I'm not wrong, you lose every memory until you forget how to breathe. No, I think breathing is something that you're trained to remember. Even as a little baby, you can remember how to breathe. But you do lose every memory until you forget how to reason completely. I know because I had a relative who had that, unfortunately. And I lived with them for many years. Until their final days. They never forgot how to breathe. They just got sicker. You know, the more time went on. Until they grew, they became way too old, basically. What will happen if someone loses the ability to remember? I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there is a species of fish on Vongarl. I cannot remember how to pronounce this, that has the memory span of less than a second. It forgets anything that occurs in the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen?
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine.
So you witnessed the death of Anaxa. Yeah, the guy was insane even in his last. I also witnessed the quote-unquote death of you story. Infinite Midnight. Infinite Castoriki. It is terrible to witness. I had someone with it too, but they died because of another disease. It wasn't too bad though. I lost Kerkis, my beloved. Yep. Was there anything you wanted to tell me, Infinite Midnight? Castoriki didn't exactly die, she just resides in the Netherrealm now. Yeah, god of death and all. She is technically speaking in the underworld, so in order to be death, you have to be dead, I suppose. So technically she's not dead. Technically she's not, that's what I said before, you weren't here. She's not really dead, but at the same time, yeah, she's there, but she cannot be here. The same with Midai, right? He's there, but he cannot be here. They have taken the duty of the demigod that they are.
But an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness?
The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of this path. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression.
I can't stay long at all, by the way. I have to leave in 7 minutes, but tell me what you wanted me to, what you wanted to tell me.
Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected.
Crap.
These ice crystals are a manifestation of that.
The hug. Oh. Yeah, I know. The proof that she once lived. I know. What did I want to tell you, huh? You told me that you were going to watch the VOD and you were gonna tell me whatever you wanted to at the end after you watched the VOD, but since you're here, you know, and we're getting close to the end, I sobbed so hard. Yeah, it's a beautiful story, true. But, you know, my tears have been long, you know, long dried, I suppose. Has been long time, you know, since they dried, I suppose, yeah. Miss Black Swan, there is one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You've guided us to Amphorius, but refused to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer. Once again, Himeko is smart.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
Oh, why wouldn't she be? I mean, no offense, I am merely speculating, but I appreciate your honesty, if possible. Well, Himeko, you're not Aglaia, by the way. Just reminding you. You look closely to her, I mean, but still.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence.
Yes, more or less. I didn't know which part of I'd be absent for, so I don't remember what it was, or I have said it already. Well... okay, I cried too much, LMAO. I could feel a sea. Well, the same goes with Infinite Midnight. You two go together with that, you know, on that one.
That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Example of what? Perfect example?
A world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those pathstriders of remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
What? So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to the Star Zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts.
I did want to mention that Castoriki's final thought process saying that no one should be able to control death, that is the thought process I agree with, not her original one of wanting to read the world of death. Though her sentiment is one I sympathize with. I see. I see. So once again she falls very close to home with you. Damn. Remodeling a world is no easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simple pathstriders. Do they wield the power of emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
How? Could they be the ones who hijacked March 7th's memories?
I cannot be certain. But at the very least, they are capable of doing so.
Oh, them fucks.
I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident.
By the way, it has been days, whole days that you know, Kalis and Dan Heng have been in Amphorius and they haven't been able to, you know, shown any signs of life. Wouldn't that be already too much of a suspicious thing for the Astral Express?
Miss Himiko, The wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
What? What's wrong? What?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko.
Excuse me, what? What? The wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating. Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himeko. I'm deeply super on hand, but the deal I proposed remains. I'm forced to excellent this and investigate. I must uncover the truth. What? That's why Welt and Sunday went to call on Herta. If you remember, Himeko stayed with March. I do remember, but it has been way too long. How long do you need to go back to the space station, you know, Herta space station, find her, and come back? Do you really need months? Because it feels like Kalis and Dan Heng have been in Amphorius for a couple of months now. Not in real time of our world, but perhaps, you know, with how much time passes with them just resting and waiting out things to happen, I would say that it has been at the very least 1.5, maybe 2 months in the game. So Amphorius' time and the real time is different. I could say that, yeah, it would make sense.
Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies.
What danger? What the fuck is going on, Black Swan? Something changed? Oh no.
It's Fuli. Their gaze has just swept across Amphorius.
What? But Fuli had already... What do you mean? No! Ah, of course.
Oh, how interesting.
Well, the narcissist again. I gotta go again. No, sorry about that, Infinite Minute. I was trying to make it quick, but there's still much to go on. So Amphorius time and the real time is different. No, yeah.
I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head.
The fact that Herta actually was able to imprison a memo snatcher, goddamn. We lose one narcissistic and we get another, more or less. That was the moment at which Fully gazed upon Trailblazer. Also, we are watching something from the past. Are you... so... Wait a minute, impossible. So that means... a while back. Yeah, it is a way too while back. If you remember, that was back in 3.0. Fully gazed at Trailblazer back in 3.0. And now we are 3.2, and we are way too back in what is happening with the Trailblazer family over here compared to what is actually happening in Amphorius right now. We are in the past in Amphorius. No, we are in the past in the real life. Not Amphorius. I don't know, it's confused. No, we are not in the past in Amphorius. Do not get confused. We are in the past in real life, in space, basically.
What's even more interesting is that the word Amphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
What? How?
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
Obviously.
It's hard to explain.
Poor Welt. Poor Welt.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
What are you, Superman?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional.
Okay.
Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal.
Jesus Christ. Herta really is a boss battle on her own. Sunday, my baby boy. It's good to see Sunday and Welt, yeah.
Not only does this person know of Amphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms. The Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
Damn.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Emporium?
Oh, fuck no. Imagine the moment Herta meets Aglaya. Oh, shit. Fuck me. No, I don't even want to imagine. No, 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 no.
You're planning to head to Amphorius yourself?
Please, no.
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did.
What?
See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room.
How do you fucking... what?
But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
Yeah, and?
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
The shut-in, yes. The homebody.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh no. Welt shares the Astral Express coordinates with Herta. She's another level of genius. Whatever.
Alright, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work.
Okay, wait a minute. Whatever. I don't give much of a damn. Oh, sorry. I also needed to add Gallagher. There we go. What's up?
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Welt, this young man sure is courteous.
He is, yes. So, why do you say that?
Madam, watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time.
I never expected that Sunday will meet Herta, actually. The first time I encountered Sunday, I never expected that. These two gentlemen in front of the madam herself. Now, at the very least, the chemistry here is kind of nice.
Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
This brat.
What?
Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
Wow, she picked up on him instantly. The good boy act really doesn't work in Herta. Jesus. Calling Sunday and brat. Jesus fucking damn. It sounds so sarcastic. Yeah.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphorius celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herta. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Is she gonna have a new outfit for Amphorius? Like an ancient Greek goddess as well? Madam Herta?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance.
Fuck.
There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
Fuck, that's so bullshit. This was a good moment to have Herta, the Herta obviously, have an outfit, you know, where she will match, you know, the Amphorius theme.
As you wish.
Whatever.
Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge of... It seems like I have nothing for you. Just stand by and wait for orders.
Ah, standing by again. That's so boring. Next time, can you count down from 4 instead?
Whatever.
Preparation of the data
We
spirit
lost the
entity
skin.
complete.
Yeah. They really do not feel like having skins in this game much. It's kind of weird. Like, we have reached the 2nd year and we really haven't gotten many skins. Meanwhile, Zenless Zone Zero has already gotten 2 skins. No, 3 skins. And it's already not even its 1st year. Not even its 1st year, and we already got 3 skins for, you know, for Zenless Zone Zero.
Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
See ya, Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
We just got 1 skin, right? Well, it doesn't count. Just March. What? Just March, a skin which she had, by the way, from the first patch. What?
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination: unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp activated.
Oh! So that's Amphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique.
Well, at the very least, he's actually finding it somewhat amusing.
Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power.
She actually found the Vortex of Genesis. You cannot be fucking serious. She found the Vortex of Genesis, something that is so inaccessible by mere mortals. Lady Aglaya herself actually believes that this place is, you know, her domain.
What a magnificent sight. Is this the entrance to Amphorius?
This is definitely not the entrance.
Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Weird. Witch's mirrored reversal. Okay.
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
Yeah, as if you would know, you know, of cultured statues, you dumb bitch. Hang and Trailblazer.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
Fuck you. The Flame River is so fucking tall.
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of. Now then, how am I going to get into Amphorius?
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady.
You can't be serious.
I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
You cannot be serious. This guy of all. This is the first guy she met. Lygus. You cannot be serious. Man, I'm gonna tear the skin off my face. Of all people, that fucker is the first guy who she meets. Man, if Herta barely reaches his hips, then how small am I compared to him? To the knee? Yeah, more or less.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
How do you know?
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future.
What?
But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias. Lycurgus.
Lycurgus, whatever.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphorius. Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished. This place will not open its doors so easily.
Wow, Lygus actually wants to put barriers on Herta. I get the feeling that she will get even more determined now.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Exactly.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge. But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
This is the entrance? This is where it all begins? That's why nothing is lightened up yet? Is she even in the right version of Amphorius? What?
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you.
Then go ahead. I wanna listen to every single one. That's why I'm confused on the time of the outside, because they are turned off. Then where are we? Who knows? Perhaps it depends. You see how the symbol, it's the eternal symbol, it's outside of Amphorius. It depends on where you will fall. You fall in a different timeline each time you enter Amphorius, perhaps. That's a very far-fetched, that is a very, very far-fetched theory of mine, but every time you enter Amphorius and you fall, quote-unquote, in a different area of the eternity symbol, that is a different timeline. Or on the, different actual time space in general. Right now, we are in the very beginning of Amphorius, the entrance, as he said. Highly likely, Lygus is the answer Anaxa made before. Where are the memories of the first, the first Amphorius came from, right? Well, Lygus could be the answer, surprisingly enough. Right now, everything is not, the constellations are not there, so we can tell that this is truly the very beginning, the entrance.
After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Oh? I'm all ears.
Herta, for the life of me, prove that you are actually Genius Society.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
Lygus actually allowed Danheng and Trailblazer to enter?
That's not a good argument.
Yeah,
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition.
What?
I stake my honor and assure you that, in the worst-case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Motherfucker! He is an emanator of erudition! Fucking fuck, I was not expecting that from Lygus. Oh no!
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
Damn, he's as smart as Screw'em.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain?
Of course, go for it.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What do you mean? Are you actually implying that you will take her conscience or break it or something?
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations?
I remember that I wanted to say it. Was about this, but I can't talk right now. Oh, damn it. Well, we'll see.
But since you put it that way,
until we finish, I suppose.
Why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
Once we finish, perhaps you will be available for like 5 minutes. Who knows?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of. The destruction.
You cannot be serious.
So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways...
Fucking fuck. The third path was destruction? I didn't expect that one. It didn't felt like it was building up to that. I wanted to say that it was destruction in the beginning of it all. But it wouldn't make sense back then. And it still doesn't make sense much now. Why would it be the destruction? The third path. With it. I thought it was finality. Yeah, Infinite Midnight also said that. Infinite Midnight believed that it was Enigmata, which would have been nice. The third path is destruction? We lack understanding of... It's kind of bizarre that he says that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of, even though Kalos was gazed by the destruction right off the bat with the beginning of this game, right? Perhaps he refers to the Astral Express, the rest of the Astral Express, and not to, you know, Kalos.
You will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Another Lord Ravager. God damn. Back to Trailblazer. No! No! Oh, fucking fuck. Stay tuned to find out what happens next in the upcoming installment. Oh, come on. I wanted to see a little bit more. I thought it was in the end. Yeah, I won't be able to sleep. Same. Tell Pollux, though you have passed, you still rest upon the shores blooming with Antilla flowers. Nameless recollection. She sang into the sea of flowers for karma, and he returned to us as the answer. She sank into a sea of flowers for karma, Castoriki, and he turned to us as the answer. Anaxa, the farewells experienced during your travels, head to the book and write it down. There's been experienced turn of events, the scapegoat. The law as the crown of peace. The citizenry will vote to decide the future of Emporius. Witness the final result of the citizens' assembly. Unmoor and sail away from the underworld. Do not look back, no matter how sweet and serene the call to remain. Accept your companions' help and leave the nether realm. Wow. Another patch down. Another patch done. God damn. So in the 9th of April we started this, journey, and we finished at the 17th. Almost, yeah. Damn, almost 10 days later. Not exactly 10, actually. It was 8 days. 8 days to complete this patch in story. That was a nice big patch. Complete the Trailblaze mission, which is mirrored reversal. Wow. Okay, I'm here. So, okay, you do have time? Excellent. What the fuck, Infinite Midnight? Distraction was my original guess because of the golden blood. Yes, I said the same. Actually, it would make sense, but it would make sense on a certain extent. It doesn't really make much sense when he phrased it like that. That there is a shackled Lord Ravenger? What? And there was also the hint in the trailer, but I don't necessarily trust Lygus. I don't think Lygus had a reason to lie there, truth be told. Not to mention that Lygus actually knows. Fuck me. Lygus actually knows. God damn it. He knows about the Eons, he knows about the paths, he knows about the Lord Ravengers, he knows about the world outside. He's the one who's been, guarding the, the path as is. The path, he who has been guarding Amphorius. We still don't have any idea who he even is, or if he is even erudition. He claimed that he has been gazed by the erudition. That means, just like Herta, because he warned her, right? He is actually an emanator of erudition, and he can, end up having, basically destroying himself and Herta. He'd have an insensitive to lie if he's a minion of Enigmata. Or he could be another remembrance person from the garden, lying because he wants Amphorius for himself. Yes, maybe, but he can be like Fujian, maybe. I don't know. Now, if it is distraction, I don't think he had a reason to lie. I don't think he really had a reason to lie to Herta. I don't feel like reading the as I've written today. I don't think doing it because I don't think of doing it because I am actually very tired. But the one thing I do want is to go to Aglaia and talk to her about stuff. Amphorius, the world itself might have been sealed away purely to seal the Lord Ravenger. You think? What the?
The wild
What?
wind carries with it the scent of rust.
What? What? Oh, Aglaya and Tribi are in the... Oh, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Where is she? Where has she gone? Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I guess I do have to complete the, God damn it. I guess I do have to complete the, in order to have her here, I guess I need to complete the thing. Whatever. In which case, March might have sealed it away if she was an emanator of remembrance and erased her memories of it on purpose in the process. I'm only thinking about this now. There are so many things we still need to figure out. Is she here? She must be here if I use this, right? There she is. Kasoriki is now in the Nether Realm, guarding the cycle of life and death for Amphorius. What you see now is simply a reflection, a lingering shadow of the past. Is there something you wish to discuss with me, mister? Let's chat. I would love to, although I very rarely converse with others. I'm not gifted with communication. Please do not offend. Yeah. I want to give you a hug. The fragment of memory seems to waver. Memories of words once spoken blend together due to the emotion they contain. Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The shore across is called and is also referred to as the Land of Sorrows. Yet, with this heartbeat and the warmth of that embrace, the Netherrealm somehow seems to be a gentle sanctuary. You missed the message. Amphorius, the world itself might have been sealed away for the sole purpose of sealing the Lord Ravager. Oh, wait a minute. Amphorius, the world itself might have been... No, I didn't miss it. I read it. I said that, you know... Amphorius, the world itself might have been sealed away purely to see the Lord Ravager, in which case March might have sealed it away if she was an emanator of remembrance. Yeah, I read that. Infinite Midnight. I understand, yeah. There is a possibility that that also is the case. Thank you for bringing me back to the mortal world. I knew you could do it. And now I can finally be certain. My touch and embrace can do more than just bring ice-cold loss. They also carry with them the warmth of life. Farewell then. May we reunite in the new world. You're not coming back. I will stay here and embrace my destiny. I will illuminate the cold shadow of death. Farewell then. Yeah. In the Netherrealm, don't forget to send me a Nether postcard. The shadow of the memory remained silent, for this conversation never truly occurred. Tell me about the Titans. God damn it. We just couldn't keep them around for long, huh? Fucking damn it. Oh, you won't be leaving for too long. There she is. That's why she's not at the baths. Well, unfortunately, I cannot keep going for today. I have to wake up early tomorrow because I have work. This stream already lasted half an hour longer than I wanted, but at the very least now we're free from the, you know, we are free from the story. I still need to finish the story in Zenless Zone Zero right before the new chapter comes. I'm not sure if I can do a Zenless Zone Zero stream tomorrow in order to break, you know, things a little bit. And, you know, stream Honkai Star Rail, you know, the stream after. I'm not sure. I'll think about it as, you know, as the, you know, throughout the day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for dropping by. Luz, Infinite Midnight, thank you guys so much for being here all day. Actually, I do truly appreciate that. Tisepo, also thank you so much for being here. And surprisingly enough, today was actually the finale of the story, and somehow, some way, no one really much dropped in. But it was you know, it was epic, and I really cannot wait for the new chapter. Which the new chapter is gonna be in 1 month. Fuck. In 1 month. God damn it. 1 month. Ugh. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. We're gonna have to find things to do until then. Anyway, bye-bye. Stay safe. See you next time. Later. Bye-bye.